move right into the review here and then the setup of the drone. It's been a great little drone. I found that it's flies real well, stays pretty steady. You can trim it out on the radio. It's crashed numbers of times, like I mentioned during the unboxing. It's been stepped on, replaced the blades, and it keeps going. A lot of your cheaper toy store, not your hobby store, but your big box toy stores or any other place that sells drones that really shouldn't be selling, you know, radio control equipment. That doesn't sell any parts for them. I've had those before, and after just a handful of crashes, they just don't work anymore. And I'm not talking about hard crashes. I mean, like hits the wall and, you know, boom, and hits the ground. I got 3 or 4 of those, and they just stop working. Okay, trust me, this one's been through its number of crashes. So how do we set this up? All right, well, now you can't check the instruction manual. If you've lost that, you can get online and download that in a PDF form. But let's just go through the basics. Okay, you want to turn the radio on first. Excuse me, so that's ready to sync with the drone. You're going to slide the battery in. Okay, the little red dot goes out facing you, because on the cord you'll see there's a little red dot there that lines them up. There's no real lock for the battery, it just kind of slides in place, and that's good enough. Okay, now you'll notice right when I plug it in, the lights will start blinking. Okay, it's going to be syncing to the radio, and then you'll see how it's blinking there, because you also want it to lay it level right off the bat. So you want to plug it in, flip it over, and set it level, because it's adjusting its stabilization, because it does stabilize itself. Okay, blah blah blah. Alright, anyone flying the drones, you know pretty much. This is your throttle, as you can see, and then this just steers it, you know, forward, back, left and right, and the left and right on this actually make it rotate. Okay, well that's no fun with me just doing it. I'll make my daughter come in here, and I'll let her fly it around. She's a novice, but I'll show you how someone... Come here.
Okay.
Alright, this is Maddie. You guys have already seen her in the other videos.
Okay. Okay. Oops, wrong one.
Alright, you gotta turn the gas off. There at the throttle. Doesn't really use gas.
No, use a battery.
You guys can see that the protective shrouds, or the frame, this is actually part of the whole frame around the blades, are very handy for indoor. And that is taking a few hits.
There's me. Hitting it hardly, because I don't know how to use it.
Well, you're not doing too bad at all for a first timer. Oh, and it's stuck on the wall.
It's okay.
Alright, here, let me take over real quick.
Alright, good.
So I can explain a couple of things. Let's hope these batteries do run down pretty quick, so let's hope I have enough battery to explain this. If you're a novice and you're just starting out, because when these things turn, you know, forward feels like now forward is right, or when it turns all the way around, forward is backwards and stuff like that. So when you first start out, stay behind the drone. Make sure it's facing the same way you're facing. Okay? So that's a good way to start out, is constantly keep it in front of you, and as you walk around with it, and maybe you turn it to the right, spin it that way, make sure that you're always facing the same way it is. That really helps out while you're learning. You can see this is a steady little guy right here. And I'm going to, believe it or not, I'm going to compare it to my DJI Phantom 2 here. In another video, you'll see it pop up. My little video, you can click on that. You can see the two of them side by side. You can see the size difference. And we'll go through the size difference, price difference, and where you use these guys. This one here, obviously, you guys, is, if I didn't say before, is pretty much an indoor only kind of a drone. Woo! That's not bad. It's an indoor only drone. It's too small for any breeze whatsoever outdoor. We'll just push it all over the place. But that's the nice thing, if you guys have heard about the FAA regulations about having to register your drones. These little micro drones are too small, so they fall out. Currently, at least right now as we're making the video and publishing it, they fall outside the range because your drone has to be a half a pound or larger to actually worry about registration. And this guy is outside of that, so you can just buy this thing and don't worry about it, just fly it around the house. and have fun. So guys, thanks again. Please check out the rest of the videos, check out the website. You know, have a good one.